Hello again, and thank you for joining Jeff and Jenny's Classic Restorations. As you, or some of my subscribers are aware, unfortunately I lost my mum last Monday. It's now Thursday, on the 9th. I don't feel too bad. I still don't. It was worse seeing her suffering. The last video I did was on Sunday, and that's why I moved the video forward to Tuesday, I think it was. I didn't like to see her suffering. I now feel kind of a calm that she's not suffering, and whether some people believe it or not, I do feel this kind of presence that she is still here in spirit, and it really has helped me. All this week I've been trying to sort out all the paperwork, some of the legal stuff and everything. So, but as you remember, last Sunday I gave up with the gearbox cover because I couldn't get the screws out. Nothing would budge whatsoever. But I had a few people kindly offer me some help. David was very good. He was going to lend me some tools and that to get these excuse me, get these bolts out. And but anyway, I had a bit of a break yesterday morning. I had to go and some more death certificate things yesterday in the afternoon, so I thought, well, I'll just have another go back at it. And I used a little bit of heat, and not much, nothing like last time. And would you believe everyone came out? Now, is that divine intervention? I don't know. I would like to think it is. So I've actually sanded down the yesterday evening, sanded the old paint off, the hammerite I did, and I can actually now get on and powder coat it as I wanted to do. And as you know, that Suzuki is now called Jean after my mum, and the other one's called Fred after my dad. So it's that also helps me. I feel like I'm actually putting some work into them, if you see what I mean. But anyway, I'll come and show you what we've been up to yesterday, and we'll see how we can get on. Right, so there's all the everything out. All the just came out. All that bashing and banging and heating. I just heated each one just a little bit, and every screw came out. So so whilst I was doing that, I've got all the paint off again now, and so at least I can powder coat this one. And whilst I was at it, I've actually sanded the kickstart back, and I've got a new rubber for that, so we can hopefully get on and powder coat this one today. I've ordered some new screws which haven't come yet, so what I may do to get it back onto the rest of the engine there, I may just put some of the old screws in just to hold it for now, and then replace them when the new screws come. But 2 or 3 weren't that good because I'd damaged the head to the bolt. So what I had to do was just cut a groove in there, and then I was able to use the impact thing just to get them out. But they all came out. I thought I'd be struggling all day, so I've had some help from someone. So let's get on. I'll try and see if we can get this powder coated today, this one, and then maybe get it back onto the engine, the rest of it. So let's see how we get on. Right, done a little bit of preparation on this. I've got some tape, heat resistant tape on the mating surfaces. I've put some heat resistant tape over where the rubber seal fits for the kickstart, and I'll put it in the oven. It's been in the oven for about 20 minutes, cooled down now. But and that's to get, because it's an alloy, sometimes they bleed impurities which ruins the paint. So it's been in the oven, and I've gone over with some acetone. So let's have a go, and let's get some on. This is nickel silver, so let's see how we get on. Just get the mask on. Bit too much. Bear with me. I think I'll come back. That's a bit funny, that. Couple of puffs, seems to be all right now. I had to go and pick the wife up right in the middle of it, so that was about 20 minutes ago. Hopefully this will be okay now. I don't know why it was chucking it all out, but let's get on. That's all in the oven now, so let's give this a it should take 10 minutes, but the oven's now cold again, so we'll just be about 13 and see how we get on with that. So we'll come back, hopefully it'll be okay, better than hand painted with Hammerite. But there we go, that's better than being brushed on, isn't it? Which I really wanted to do. So it's still red hot at the moment, so we'll let that cool down. Once it has cooled down, I'll move this and I'll get on and just do that kickstart. So I'll come back in a little while, we'll do the kickstart, and then I'll try and get things back together, maybe today or tomorrow. Right, well, I didn't do the kickstart, powder coat that, and I polished it up. It's actually come alright. That's how it actually comes, so I'll leave it as it is. And I managed to get the new rubber back on just by putting that in the oven just for a little bit, and a little bit of detergent, and it's slipped on now. So that's I didn't have to powder coat that one. So what I'm going to try and do now, as I say, I'm still waiting for these screws. I've got the old screws here. They're not in any particular order where they go. But what I'm going to do, just to get this out of the way, I'm going to get the gearbox cover on again and tighten them as tight as possible, really, without overdoing it, just so the gasket seals. And then once the new screws come, I'll just replace them one at a time and get the new ones in. But the actual gearbox itself, as you would expect, only 4,000 miles. Everything is really good condition in there. The clutch has got loads of pad left and everything. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to bore you with this bit. I'm going to use some of this Hylamar blue gasket jointing. I'm going to go all the way around there, and then around the lip of that. I've cleaned it up as best I can, and then we'll try and see if we can slide that on and get these screws lined up. So let me do the boring bit, both sides, and then we'll try and get this on. I have actually left the sealing rubber off. I'm just hoping that I'm sure if I put that in there now, that will just push out. So I'm going to slide it down the shaft and then just tap it in, and maybe put a bit of sealer behind that as well. So we'll do that at the end. Right, let me just get on and do this, and I'll be back to you. Right, to make life a bit easier, I've actually put it on the other side of the gasket. So it's I've got this blue muck everywhere. So let's try and see if we can get this on. I'll find that shaft. There we are. What's the matter? Could be that. Okay, bear with me. Something's not right, is it? Yeah, it was actually the drive out of the, for the back wheel that was not quite in properly. So yeah, it's down now. I'm just going to go around with some of these screws, the old ones, get it all tightened down, and as I say, once I get my new screws, I'll take them out one at a time and replace them. So you don't need to see all this. This is boring, isn't it? So I'll just go put some screws in, get it tightened down. Okay, I've got 3 bolts left over. They're the ones I had to cut slits in to get it out, but it's pretty much solid now, so we're holding down. I'm going to, hopefully this idea is going to work. I'll just put a little bit of some of that Hylamar blue just under there, and hopefully we can just push that down and just tap that down with a hammer somewhere. Yeah. Right, yeah, good. That's it. Right, so not much I can do now until we get these screws here. Okay, right. Bear with me. Right, I suppose we might as well just get this back in. This is the kickstart spring, so this is bound to go and scratch everything, isn't it? So let's just see if we can get that to hook round there. Just know this is going to happen, you just know it. Let's just see if I can get that in the hole just a bit more somehow. Maybe it doesn't. Okay, right. Try and get hold of this and pull it round. No, God. Right. It's got to push in there. There we go. There we go. Right, okay, so we've got the little cover somewhere. I'll give it, actually, before I put that back, I'll give that a clean. So I'll get that back on and we just get the kickstart on. Right, okay, so that's the kickstart on, that's all just been cleaned up. So, I'll say just putting the new screws in there, that's all. I think before we finish today, then probably the next episode, we'll try and get the engine back in again. Just to let you know, also I've cleaned up the shock absorbers, which bolts onto the back of the engine anyway. I've also soaked them in ACF50, so hopefully that will protect it for longer. So let's see if we can get this seal in. Also, the brakes had fallen off, I've got to put them back on again. But anyway, let's have a go at this. So I've seen that people put a little bit of this some sort of gasket sealer around there just to protect it. I'm also going to put just a little bit of two-stroke around there as well. Two-stroke oil, help it slide over. And slide that down. Now we just need to get that drifted down. Right, hopefully this would do. Well, I'll knock it down a bit anyway. So just tap that down as long as it's even. There we go. I might just go tap around the edges a little bit just to make it go down. But anyway, that was easy enough. Just hope that is the problem that we had with the too much air getting into it. No vacuum. So, right, I'm going to leave it at that for today. I'll get the brakes back in. And then next episode, we'll try and get the engine back in. So, so we'll call it a day. Well, that's it for another week. This was a little tribute video to my mum. I just had a call this afternoon from the hospital. My uncle is still in there, and he's gone downhill a little bit now. So we were just about to get him moved to a care home. So along with all these problems, I do find that this helps take my mind off of things. And we'll come back next time. We'll see if we can get the engine back in, and hopefully we would have solved that problem with the some sort of leak in there. I'm hoping that would be the problem with the new seal. But anyway, that's it for this week, and we'll see you next time. You take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.